I am Debo Adeyinka. First, the major items. House of Assembly review financial records of NDAs. Federal government urged to quickly address the current economic hardship. An expert is challenging stakeholders to end female genital mutilation. The Public Accounts and Anti-Corruption Committee of the State House of Assembly commenced the consideration of financial records of NDAs between 2021 by the Office of the Auditor General. The committee chairman, Assemblyman Mohammed Damilari Bello, in an opening remark said the success is not to winch hunt anyone, but to ensure probity and accountability by government agencies. He said henceforth there will be oath-taking before the screening starts. On his part, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Information and Strategy, Alhaji Wahid Additional, informed that Anti-Corruption Committee that the ministry was working towards correcting grey areas noted by the Office of the committee, however, told the ministry to submit its statement of account for Polaris and Zenith banks from January 2021 till date to the committee. It also requested the former director of the ministry, Mr. Odukoya, to come with relevant documents by 11 a.m. on Tuesday, while former permanent secretary, Mr. Abiodun Awere, as well as former commissioner, Alhaji Wahid Odushile, to come with relevant documents on Wednesday. All hands must be on deck to fight against the adulteration of the locally made fabric, popularly known as Adire. The Iyaloja of Ibaland, Chief Oluwakemi Oloyede, brought this to the fore in Abeokuta. Chief Oloyede, who expressed displeasure about the influx of the adulterated cloth designed with the imprint of the locally made fabric, cautioned against its effect on the local economy, pointing out that such fabrics are a threat to the Adire and Kampala industry and the national socio-cultural heritage. She called for a political will to ban the importation of adulterated fabric. The Iyaloja equally advised the people to stop patronizing such adulterated fabrics. As the country struggles with inflation and rising food costs, the federal government has been urged to take key steps to address the current crisis. A legal practitioner, Barrister Larry Duwole, stated this in an interview with OGBC correspondent Lukman Issa in Ogun West, while calling on the federal government to open the borders to reduce the prices of some staple foods. The legal practitioner explained that rice production across the nation cannot be enough for the people. He urged the federal government to ban the importation of goods that are produced locally to support indigenous companies, advising the government on the need to be more decisive in handling insecurity challenges. You're listening to the state news on OGBC 90.5 FM. Stakeholders in the health sector have been called upon to engage religious and community leaders in putting an end to female genital mutilation (FGM). A medical expert at the Federal Medical Center, Abeokuta, Dr. Adiremi Balogun, said this in a chat with OGBC in Abeokuta. According to Dr. Balogun, it is necessary for community and religious leaders to be involved in tackling FGM because they are the closest to the people at the grassroots. While calling for continuous awareness campaign on complications associated with FGM, she highlighted excessive bleeding, swelling of the tissues, challenges with urinating, infection, and sometimes death are some of the complications that may arise from female genital mutilation. Friends, families, well-wishers, and subjects of the Oshile of Okeona Iba this Monday gathered to celebrate Obadidapo Tejosho on his 86th birthday Thanksgiving. At a service held at the monarch's residence in Ibarra Housing Estate, the Bishop of Egbeda of the African Church, the Right Reverend Babatunde Yoko, implored Obatejosho to continue with his evangelical work in the vineyard as his efforts are recognized by God. The Right Reverend charged people if one is standing right with God or not. He described the Oshile of Okeoneba, Obate Joshua, as a devoted Christian who is spending his resources towards the growth of not only Egba land, but also the church. The socio-economic development of the state requires concerted effort. Play your own part. To end the state news, another look at the major items. The House of Assembly Committee on Public Accounts and Anti-Corruption, the 2022. In an interview with OGBC, a legal practitioner, Barrister Lanre Odowole urged the federal government to quickly address the current economic hardship occasioned by inflation. You also heard that a medical expert at the Federal Medical Center Abeokuta, Dr. Adiremi Balogun Onachaf, advised stakeholders to put an end to broadcast from OGBC Abeokuta.